Alright, let's take just a second, open up a new Windows 8 project, and let's talk about the render target bitmap. And let's do it for the sake of the season here. And I will create a blank app, and inside that I will jump straight to Blend. So here's my main page here. I'll just right click, say open in Blend. Blend will launch, and I'm going to do some things here. Let's create in this page let's let it load here. There we go. Let's create what do we have here? A grid. I'm going to take this grid and put it right there. Perfect. Alright, so let me change the background color of the overall page. I'll color it some variation of blue, and let me see, some version of, did I miss that somehow? Some version, oh, up here. Some version of blue. And then I want this to be, I'm going to pick kind of a gray color. Actually, I'd rather pick another version of blue, just slightly different. So let's just lighten it a little, kind of like that. And then inside it, I'm going to draw a quick picture. And so let me do that with the pin control here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. Great. And obviously I'm going to change the color of that to be a green color. And for the sake of completeness, let me also draw a trunk here. And I'll fill that in. It's kind of a brown color. Perfect. So all I really need to do is bring this forward. Let's see. Oh, there we are. And bring to front. There we go. Alright, so let's create an app where we can go in and decorate this tree. I'm going to create, this will be the tree container, is what everything is inside of. Let me close this out and do the rest in code. Alright, so the first thing we'll do, first I'll go and in the bottom here I'll say add an app bar. Inside that app bar I'll add a couple buttons. And you know what, I'm not going to use an app bar, I'll use the standard command bar. And of course the difference is it only allows app bar buttons and the toggle button in it. So I'll say add an app bar into the primary there. I can go to the properties of that, set its icon to be well, there's really not much to do. I'll put an add. This is where we'll add ornaments that we'll decorate with. How about that? And so the other thing I'll say, I'll right click that button and I will say add a menu flyout. Excellent. And I'll do it right in line, just like that. So there's the menu flyout. I can right click that and say add an item. I'll do 3 items real quick, just like that. And so I'll go in here and just mess with them. The first one will be yellow, red, and I guess blue, even though there's a blue background, blue. We'll still run with it. Alright, so this will be, when you click this, it'll be add yellow. When you click this, it will be add blue, red. And when you click this last menu item, it will be add blue. Right? Not bad. I'm not going to do this in a view model this time. And so this will be ornament, or N-A-M-E-N-T, ornament. There you go. So you add that, and you can click yellow, red, or blue. And so I'll hit some F12s here. There's my add yellow. I'll do another, and then that'll add my add red. I'll do it one more time for add blue. So all we do is say add. In this case, I'm going to create a method. Solid color brush colors dot yellow. Alright, so I'm going to have this method right here. Go ahead and, there we go, I'll close this parenthesis, and then I'll let it go ahead and generate it for me. There it is. Each of these will reuse that, so I'll have all the logic just in one quick place. And just like this. This one will be blue, and this one will be red. I don't know if you do this or not, but sometimes I'm tempted to kind of bring my code up when it's just a single line like this, so it doesn't take up too much space. And let's go ahead and do that. So I'll say var ornament equals new, and in this case an ornament's just going to be an easy ellipse, E-L-I-P-S-E, ellipse. Oops, capital L by mistake. A new ellipse, and what we'll do is I'll set some properties on that ellipse. The first one will be its height is 50, and we'll make its width the same, and then its fill color equals the brush that was passed in. Right, so we'll just rename this to brush, so we have something nice there. And then that's probably all that I need. I'm going to put this inside a grid, so let me set the I don't even care. I'm going to leave it just like that, and it's called treecontainer.children.add.ornament. Now, this is the beginning. I will set up its manipulation properties here in just a second. Let me switch this over to the simulator and see if we can at least add some ornaments, even if we can't position them yet. So here's my ornament. I'll say yellow. Oh, nice. Red, blue. They're all there, and they're right on top of each other. And so that's the next thing I want to figure out. I'm going to jump back to the XAML. I'm going to change one thing in the app bar here, the command bar. Is sticky, is true, is open, is true. That will make it open and release the focus from it so that I can move things around. Alright, so let's add now the ornament.manipulation modes. So the first one's going to be translate X, and the next one is going to be translate Y. So now when the user grabs it and moves it with their mouse or finger, the delta will raise. So ornament.delta, manipulation delta, like so. Alright, so this is the method that will raise, that will allow us to make a change to it. So var t equals ornament. You know what? I don't have to do it this way. I'll do it just like this. So render transform. Remember, this is how we're gonna move it. So I'll just go ahead and set up that it has a new composite transform. Because all we're gonna do is move it in this demo, then I could have used the translate transform, but this allows me to have all the other transforms available to me as well, like rotate and resize or scale. And so let's do this. Var t equals ornament dot render transform as composite transform. Alright, so now that's what I'm going to actually be changing, and so here's what we do. We say t dot translate X, add to that e dot delta dot translate dot X, just like that. We'll do the same thing for Y, and then we're done. All this really means is as the user moves, clicks and moves, this event will be raised because we've set it up right here that it'll be raised based on those two actions. This is the event that will be raised. It'll pass in the delta that of the motion since the last event was raised. Then all we do is append it to the current translation. It should be that simple. Let's just let's see if it works. Alright, so I'll say add a red and add a yellow. So now I can grab it and move that around. Add blue, red, red, yellow. Let's see. Oh, you can really decorate this thing. It's nice. It's really nice. Alright, the last thing I want to do is add a button that implements the render target bitmap. Alright, so that is going to be a little bit more code here. So all we have to do, I'll jump back and go into this, into the document outline where we have the app bar, command bar defined here, and I will say add yet another in the primaries, add another, let's add a separator, then add a button. Right, so again, I'm kind of separated like that. And this is going to be, I'll use the camera. I think that's kind of a cool one. And so let me go right here. Camera is down here. There it is. Camera, and we'll say we'll change it from the text of from app bar button to snapshot, like so. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take everything inside this container, everything I've added and moved around, and I'm going to save it out to a file as an image, right? Easy enough, I hope. Let's see. Right here, click snapshot. Alright, so now here's the handler for that button, and I'm gonna add a method here that I already have written, and it's called capture and save, and we'll walk through it, but I don't really have the desire to type it all out again, and so it's nice. Let's do it like this. Alright, so let me show you what it does. The first thing it does is it captures it, and so the way you capture it is this render target bitmap. The render target bitmap is new in Windows 8.1, and basically you create a new one and you say render async, passing in whatever it is that you want to render. We know that we're going to render that tree container. The last thing we'll do then is create a picker. That's a file save picker. Let the user decide where they're going to save it, and then we actually go through the save operation after they've picked where they're going to save it to. Pretty cool. Alright, so now that we've got this, I'm just going to collapse it. You can take a look and see how to use the pick file save, or the file save picker control and stuff like that in here. I'll put it all as part of the blog. And so here's the snapshot. Easy enough. I'm going to change this to say that it's asynchronous, because you see it's going to be a waitable method here. So I'll just say await, capture and save, and now it's going to be tree container. And so anything in the visual tree, in the XAML's visual tree, I hand it to this. It has to be a UI element. Other than that, it takes care of everything for me. It really is that easy. There's no other code to run. Let's go ahead and run it. This will be fun. Alright, so now let's add some ornaments. Blue, red, yellow, blue, red, yellow. There we go. I got a few nice ornaments to decorate my tree, just like so. And then I can say snapshot. Now the first thing that happens, it's already taken the snapshot, by the way. Now it's asking me where to save it. So I could say see it defaulted in my photos. That's kind of what I would want it to do. And but I will say go up. In this case, I want it to not be. I want it to be on this machine. I want it to be in my temp folder. So I'll just jump to my C drive and oops, click 2 by mistake. Go to my temp folder. Here's my temp folder. The file name here, I'll just default to image. It was already defaulted to image, by the way. It'll save as a JPEG, and that's the only thing it'll save as. So I'll go ahead, or the only option that I had. Save, no action after that. I could have a message box that says your file has been saved, or gives you the option to launch it. But if I wanted to launch it, I could say temp image JPEG, and look, there it is. The exact same one that I had in my app. See, there's my app. Let me snap it to the side, and you can see that it's the same container translated to a bitmap, saved to a file for me, decorated, allow me to customize it all I want. Could I add different types of ornaments, a star for the top, take a little bit more time to make the tree look really cute? Absolutely. Could you do this? Yeah. Could you do this on more than just a Christmas tree? Could you do it on other types of objects? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. Adds for a lot of fun and dynamic user interactivity for your app as well. Best of luck.